In this presentation, we are going to look at stalling the aircraft at various angles of the bank. In our first demonstration, we're going to stall the aircraft in the normal clean configuration with nil power. Okay, we're going to begin the demonstration. So I'm now closing the throttle, and I'm going to maintain my nominated altitude of 5,000 feet. Notice that approaching our stall, looking at our symptoms, we're going to have a much more higher nose attitude, low reducing airspeed, a quieter cockpit. Our controls becomes a lot less effective. Shortly, we're going to have the stall warning come on, followed by the buffet. There's the stall, so I want to recover the aircraft. In our second demonstration, we're going to bank the aircraft and stall it at 30 degrees angle of bank. Notice that when we stall at various angles of bank, our stall speed is going to be a lot more higher due to the increased requirement for lift. As a result, we're going to have an increase in drag. So as I bank the aircraft at 30 degrees, observe what the aircraft behaves. There's a stall, so I'm going to recover the aircraft. So notice that stalling at 30 degrees angle of bank, the aircraft stalled at about 55 knots. For our third demonstration, we're going to stall the aircraft at 45 degrees angle of bank. And I want you to observe what happens to the aircraft as it stalls. There's a stall, so I'm going to recover the aircraft. So you can notice that the aircraft stalled at 60 knots at 45 degrees angle of bank. Finally, in our last demonstration, I'm going to stall the aircraft at 60 degrees angle of bank. Notice that the aircraft has just stalled, so I'm now going to recover. And the aircraft stalled just below of 65 knots. And it lost quite a considerable amount of height due to the increased amount of drag in the turn. So that concludes our lesson for stalling with angles of bank.